Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Sunday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today we are in Game 3 of the NBA Finals for our NBA 2K Road to the NBA Finals series for the 12-13 Miami Heat. And we are up 2-0 over the 97-98 Utah Jazz. So if we win this episode, which we probably will, we will lead 3-0. But if we win the episode after that, we will be crowned as NBA champions. We will sweep the 97-98 Utah Jazz in the finals. So LeBron James has been MVP for the last 2 games. This time we're going to be in Utah for the next 2 games. And if it's a game 5, 6, and 7, it will alternate between Miami and Salt Lake City. So without a further ado, we'll show you the uniforms and we'll see you at tip-off. So the Miami Heat are going to be wearing their red alternate 09 through 2017 style uniforms. And meanwhile, the Utah Jazz are going to be wearing their classic white home 96 through 04 uniforms. And we'll see you guys at the Delta Center. Alright, so it is tip-off time. This is the first game in Salt Lake City for the NBA Finals. And the Heat are already leading the series 2-0. Chris Bosh making the slam dunk to start off the game for the red hot Miami Heat. He's had 1.6 assists per game, 90% in field goals, and he's had 7 points per game throughout the NBA playoffs, which is good because we are starting to look red hot and we have the highest chances of winning the Larry O'Brien trophy, which actually means that we have a good probability. We haven't lost too many games in before the NBA Finals, so we've only lost about 4 before making the finals. So it was like a 4-1 series against the 99-00 Raptors. The other one was a 4-1 series against the 07-08 Boston Celtics, and then Eastern Conference Finals, it was 4-2 over the 88-89 Detroit Pistons, which I am getting back to doing more of our classic teams, just catching up on that because we've been doing a little bit more Madden NFL football recently with Madden NFL Create a Player Franchise, which I really enjoy doing. But I miss doing the NBA ones too. I mean, it's really interesting. LeBron James, 10 points for Miami, so he has been a red hot superstar for this team. Chalmers passing it over to James, making the nice dunk. So Mario Chalmers picks up the assist. So it's now 16-0 Miami. So LeBron James, he makes the dunk. So it's now 18-0. So we're actually going to take a break here. Alright, so we are back from the break. We are up 24-0 here at the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. So we're going to pass it over to Dwayne Wade, knocking a 3 down. So we are up 27-0 over the 97-98 Utah Jazz, which have literally scored nothing at all. So hopefully they can score on this play with Shannon Anderson getting that in there. And it's now 27-2. So we got Dwayne Wade out on the court. We're actually going to knock a 3 down for Wade since he wears number 3. And it's now 30-2. So 6 for 6 for Miami to start off in 3-point field goals today, which is really good because we've been scoring most of our points as 3-pointers. So Byron Russell going to pass it over to Elsie, and then Byron Russell knocking a 3 down. And it's now going to be 30-5. So we're going to pass it over to Ray Allen. So Ray Allen, he is going to hit a 2-pointer. So it's now 32. Why did I say 36? I might have been counting by 4s. So Ray Allen, he is going to knock a 3 down for the Miami Heat. So we're leading 7 times. We've scored 7 times more points than the Jazz right now to start off this game 3. So we're leading it 5 times more. So now Wade gonna make a dunk. It's now gonna be 37-7. So this could be a record breaker. We've never seen a team score 40 points in the first quarter. So this might happen. This could happen to us. So Wade gonna knock a 3 down, hitting the buzzer beater, and it's now gonna be 40-7 for the 12-13 Miami Heat. So we lead this by 33 in game 1. Excuse me, game 3. My apologies. All right, 40-7 here in Miami. So Ray Allen goes into the paint there, shoots it in from the paint rather. So now Rashad Lewis making the steal, gonna pass it over to Ray Allen, and then some Mario Chalmers, and then we're gonna use Ray Allen. So Ray Allen, he is gonna knock a 3 down. So it's now going to be 45-7. So the Heat are dominating here in Salt Lake City, Utah. So we're going to pass it over to Shane Battier. Gets it in there, and I think it must have been Mario Chalmers with the assist. So now Shane Battier picks up the steal. So this Heat defense knows what they're doing. They have played so many games throughout this NBA postseason, and still, LeBron James is the main contributing factor. So now John Stockton, the Gonzaga product, passing it over to E'Twaun Moore, and he's going to pass it over to Stockton. So John Stockton going to pass it over to Greg Ostertag, and John Stockton picks up the assist. So he has the most assists in NBA history, John Stockton, with 15,806. So he played all of his 18 seasons with the Utah Jazz. So now Stockton losing the basketball, and is Ray Allen going to knock a 3 down. So it's now going to be 55-9. So we are up by 46 points. So they're not slowing us down. It's mainly the fact that Stockton just scored, but there is a foul, so Stockton is going to go to the free throw line, and he will possibly make one more point, and he does. So we're going to pass it over to LeBron James. So now LeBron James making the layup in the paint for 2. It's now 57-12. LeBron James with 16 points already in this one. So he's had 50-point games, 60-point games. He's almost had a 70-point one, I think, at one time throughout this NBA postseason. So we're only going to do one series for the Classic team. So LeBron James hitting at 3, so it's now going to be 60-12. And Jeff Hornacek, he has possession, going to pass it over to Antoine Carr. Gets it in there. It's now 60-14. We got LeBron James. So now LeBron James, it looks like we're going to try to shoot a 3. We're actually going to take a 2-pointer, and we're actually going to take a break here. And he has 21 points, and 10 of which are in the paint. All right, so Mike Miller going to pass it over to Juwan Howard, and then LeBron James getting that in there for 2. So now Juwan Howard is going to actually pick up the assist. So now Howard easily gets it in. Elsie gets it in there. And we're going to pass this to LeBron James. And we had scored 40 points in the first quarter. And now we've scored 30 more. So 70-19. So we've made probably 12 or 13 more threes than the 97-98 Utah Jazz in game 3. So this is going to be a remarkable game for the 12-13 Heat no matter what. So Shane Battier getting it in there, and it's now going to be 72-21. So Utah's down by 51 points. They almost scored nothing at all in the first quarter. So now Jeff Hornacek attempts a three, does not actually get it in there, but this is halftime. So Miami is up by 51, 72 to 21. So we'll see you guys after halftime. All right, LeBron James with 29 points in this first half. And Miami, they've had 17 steals in this game already. So 11 assists. So they've been an all-around team throughout game 3. So now Dwayne Wade makes the dunk. It's now 76 to 21. So Hornacek losing the basketball. So now Wade, I'm thinking about passing it over to LeBron James. Hits a three for the Heat. And it's now 79 to 21. So I feel like the good luck is coming from those red uniforms the Heat are wearing right now. So we have been undefeated while wearing red. So 100% in field goals, and we're up 81 to 21. So John Stockton running the ball, trying to pick up the ball rather. So now Stockton gonna pass it over to Byron Russell, gets it in there. 81-23. So we're gonna use LeBron James, gonna do a crossover, gets it in the paint. 83 to 23. So LeBron James has scored 23 points at least, or how many he scored, but he gets 2 points. But John Stockton has a shooting foul, so it's 36 points for LeBron James. Make that 38, and then add one more if he gets it in. So it will probably be 39 points for LeBron James in this episode. So now 86 to 23. This is what gets the road crowd going, but LeBron James has a foul. So this evidently means that Utah has possession. They're going to pass it over. And now Moore is going to go into the paint, gets it in there. And it is now going to be 86 to 25. So we've had 7 more points than the 97-98 Utah Jazz bench. So Moore losing the basketball. Wade going to pick it up. Gets it in for 2. And it is now 91 to 25. So Byron Russell going to pass it over to E'Twaun Moore. And now Moore is going to pass it over to Morris. So now Moore is going to get that in there. So a minute 37 seconds left. So we are perfect 100% throughout this game. And there is a loose ball foul on Chris Bosh. So this means that it is going to be Utah possession with only a minute 29 left in the third. So now Mike Miller gonna make a dunk for the Heat, and it's now 96 to 27. Where are we? We are flying above the radar here in Salt Lake City, the eventual host of the 2002 Winter Olympics. So we're going to pass it over to Chalmers, and one of our players is going to get an assist. So there's only 1 minute left in the third quarter. So this Miami Heat team has been very consistent along the lines here. And this is nice that we get the 4 quarters because it gives us time to possibly have 100 points. So that's one benefit to that. But college basketball, they only have 2 halves, so there's no 4 quarters like the pros. So Chris Bosh just scored the 100th point of the game for the team's 100th point of the game, rather. So now Chris Bosh gets this one in for 2. It's now 33 to 6. 102 to 29 rather. but we pick up the basketball with Mario Chalmers, so now it's going to be 104-29. 23.8 seconds left. We will see you guys in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break. All right, the State Farm assist of the game is coming right up. So now LeBron James is going to knock a mid-range shot on that play. So this is now the beginning of the fourth quarter here at Delta Center. So the Miami Heat are up by 77 points. That is so inevitable to figure out. I mean, we're a fast scoring team. We know our ups and downs. So Ray Allen knocks a 3 down. It's now 109-31. And Jeff Hornacek has possession of the basketball. So now Hornacek, I'm thinking that they lose the basketball. So we're going to pass it over to LeBron James. So that's now a 78-point lead. Make that 80, not 81. It was a missed three-pointer. So now Shandon Anderson makes the dunk there. So it's now 109-33. So we are going to shoot a 3. And it's now 112-33. So they're going to pass it over and then lose the basketball, pick it back up. And they're going to pass it over to Greg Foster. So now Greg Foster has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it over to Jeff Hornacek. So now Jeff Hornacek spins the basketball. There is a traveling violation. So he did not dribble at all and just moved with his feet. So it's now 112-33. We're actually going to make it 115 because LeBron James is going to hit a three-pointer. So it's now 115-33. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Miami is up by 82. We're going to actually make that 84 with that nice layup. And it's now 117-33. LeBron James already with 47 points. 5 mid-range points for him. So he is on top of his game. He knows what he's doing. So now Ray Allen makes the steal. And Allen, he is going to knock another 3 for the Miami Heat, surprisingly. And we are up 120-33. So ever since the end of the first quarter, we have been literally scoring points after points after point. So we have scored 80 points in all. So that is one great surprise for our 12-13 Miami Heat series. So it's now 122-35. So now Greg Ostertag is going to pass it over to Easley, and then Ostertag gets it in easily with the assist. So now we're going to pass it over to Shane Battier. So Shane Battier knocks a 3, and it's now 125-37. So we're up by 88 points. So now Battier makes the steal. He is going to make a dunk. The Duke product knows when it's NBA basketball season. So they're going to keep dribbling. Once we get 130 points, then we'll probably take a break. So Utah is down by 90 points. They have slacked off in the first quarter. Like, they have only scored 7 points. And how many have they scored since? 30. So we're going to pass it over to Udonis Haslem, then Smith, and then use some Rashard Lewis. He is going to knock a 3 down. LeBron James has been the player of the game for the NBA Finals for a 3rd straight game. So if we win next episode, he could have the highest possibility of becoming the NBA champion. So now E'Twaun Moore knocks a 3 down. So there's 12.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we hit a 3, so we're going to be up by 95. 95 points. So they dribble the basketball, so this means we are the winners of game 3. So we're going to go over the statistics right now. So the big time win for the Miami Heat. 40 points scored in the first half, in the first quarter, and 95 points later, they still won the game. All right, LeBron James, 47 points, 1 assist, 4 steals, 3 dunks on the day. Dwayne Wade whatsoever, he winded up having 29 points, 1 assist, 5 steals, 7 for 7 from behind the arc, and 2 dunks on the day. Ray Allen, 25 points, 1 assist, 4 steals on the day, and no dunks. But Shane Battier hit 2 dunks and 13 points in all. E'Twaun Moore had 7 points in all. John Stockton had 6 points and 2 assists on the day. Howard Isley had 6 points and 2 assists. So this ends it here in Salt Lake City, Utah. We will see you guys in Game 4. And I hope we win the NBA Finals Championship on Tuesday. So we'll see you guys Tuesday morning.